Hello YouTube, my name is Justin and I am beginning my journey as a YouTuber. Mostly this is just for tracking my own progress and it's only mostly for me, but whatever comes out of it I will be super happy with any growth or any success that I might have. No, I am not urinating, I am watering my plants with my little garden hose that I got here. But I wanted to just create this as little awkward as I can video for the start of my YouTube channel. I kind of can give you a backstory of where I started and where I am currently, and then the goals and my future goals that I'm gonna set. So I have a goal currently, and then I'm gonna set a new one. Hopefully if all goes well tomorrow morning, because I should be hitting my goal tomorrow. Anyway, so I started out, I want to say about 5 years or so ago, maybe a little bit less than that, weighing a significant amount of weight. I was about 285 pounds. I really only got on a scale at my heaviest one time that I can remember, because at that time I was really avoiding it if I could. And the only reason why I even got on the scale that time is because my then girlfriend was at the doctor and she had to get on the scale, and I stupidly laughed. Or I chuckled, because we used to pick at each other for that kind of thing, and she was like, well, now it's your turn. So I got on the scale, and I weighed as much as she did, which at the time was 275 pounds, 275, and I know I got a lot bigger than that, so I think 285 is pretty conservative, but as it stands right now, and most of my weight loss was over the last, I want to say, 2.5 years, something like that. I was going to the gym pretty much every single day for a year straight, and then I met my wife, my now current wife, and she introduced me to Indian food, and I did not gain weight, but I wasn't losing weight either. But anyway, so 285 is my highest, and right now I weighed myself this morning on 200.8, which brings me to my first goal, which is to get to 200 pounds. I have not weighed below 200 pounds in several years. It's been years, probably since I was in high school. I remember graduating high school, getting ready to join the Army, and needing to drop down to, because they measure by certain BMI, and at the time I was about 25 BMI, or 25%, whatever that number designates. And so it's not too terribly bad, and I think at the time I weighed somewhere around 220, and then I remember having to lose some weight to get into the Army, which brought me down to the day that I left for basic training was right at 200 pounds, but I never broke that. And then when I came home from basic training, I remember weighing myself and I was 191 pounds. But that was after weeks of training, weeks of running, exercise, whatever kind of a diet they were putting us on, with excess work for sure. Came home, the Army thing didn't work out. I had an injury, decided just to come home and not re-enlist, and then started being an adult, doing the adult thing, getting the job, and going from there. Which brings us to pretty much now going back to school. I am married now. I have a lot of prospects that I don't want to divulge about my personal life, but you can know that much. I really hitting it hard with this weight loss. And it's not necessarily a weight loss goal for me, or it started out as very much a weight loss goal. But now it's transitioned into a just overall fitness goal. I want to feel good. I want to feel good every single day when I wake up. I don't want to have any aches. I don't have any pains. I don't want to be sick to my stomach. I don't want to feel just generally bad like I used to at my heaviest. And of course, with a diet that consists of almost every meal eating out at a fast food restaurant, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then with those meals, having some sort of sugary soda or Powerade or drink just other than water, that'll definitely do that to you. It'll mess up your stomach, it'll mess up your body. And I can for sure tell you for a fact I've not had a soda in 2.5 years. I don't think I've actually had a soda since I started. losing weight, since I started taking it serious, I'll say, which I think is a crazy success. That was my very first step. Sodas are bad for you. Pretty much any person that's trying to lose weight will tell you that that's something that you need to do first. Give up sodas, give up sugary drinks, and then just give up overall sugar in general, which was a super hard one for me because I have a sweet tooth. Oh man, I like chocolate, I like candy, I like cake, I like any kind of like baked goods, pie. I'm a basic white girl when it comes to pumpkin spice lattes. When fall comes around, ho ho ho, buddy. And to this day, when fall comes here, I'm gonna have a pumpkin spice latte. I promise you, it ain't stopping me. But I'll tell you, on that day, I'm gonna cut the calories back as far as my food intake, and I'm gonna work out severely. That's a promise. You know, you can't have something really bad without doing something really, really good for yourself at the same time. Even though it is delicious, it's one of the best things of all time. But anyways, so I'm creating this YouTube channel to get myself started. I have an Instagram, which if you would like to find me on that, it is Justin's Weight Loss, and it's JUSTINSWEIGHTLOSS. Please follow me on Instagram. I've got 2 Instagrams. I'm gonna keep my main one private probably, and then my other one, just because this YouTube channel is really just for my own motivation and to hold myself accountable, even though I'm fairly accountable myself. But I have a few people on my Instagram that are very motivational and very uplifting and only have nice things to say to me about losing weight. So I want to do that for myself, mostly because I'm selfish, and then also I want to do it for other people too. I want someone else, you know, if someone else watches these videos or goes to my Instagram and sees, you know, my daily updates as far as like my weight loss and like, you know, my exercises, different things like that, if they're motivated by that, then that's awesome. I feel super good about that. And then I want to be motivated by other people. You know, I want someone else to give me tips, to tell me what I'm doing wrong, because I have no idea what I'm doing. Just like most people have no idea what they're doing. We got a pretty basic idea. Eat less calories, move more. That's the general idea. And I try to do that on a daily basis. Like just now, I'm coming back from playing basketball, and I usually will do about 45 minutes, but today I did an hour because I was feeling really bad after work. Today was a really crappy day, so I always feel better whenever I go and I exercise and I burn some calories. So I went a little over what I normally do, which is good. I'm okay with that. My calories were right on track. I'm currently tracking my calories. Most people use MyFitnessPal. I do the same. I'm using MyFitnessPal, and I have a Fitbit that tracks all my calories expended. So with MyFitnessPal, I've got it set to 1,350 calories, which is kind of low, but I'm really wanting to lose weight, and I don't really, I feel good eating that amount of food. So I thought it was low at first, and like the first day I was like, oh my gosh, I'm super hungry. But I feel great. Like I don't feel hungry when I'm going to bed. I don't feel hungry throughout the day. I drink tons of water. I drink a bunch of tea all day, like green tea, or not all day. I would say like 1 cup more so a day. I drink more coffee than I do tea. But I feel fine eating 1,350 calories. And if I'm being honest, not every single day is that low. I'll sneak a brownie or, you know, like a banana or an apple at the end of the day, just to kind of top it off, a little bit of dessert. And then I've got a couple little cheat things that I keep around the house, like these little baby mini cones, little ice cream cones. I like those things. They're 70 calories, so you really got to consider your numbers at the end of the day to see if that's worth it. But I keep track of it. I used to not do so well, and I was getting frustrated with myself because I was eating around 1,500 calories, but I didn't have a food scale at the time. And I'll tell you, if anybody is trying to lose some weight, a food scale is a must. You have to have a food scale because you just don't know. You don't know how many calories are in your food. And I weigh everything, which at this point it's a little obsessive. My wife comes in and makes fun of me all the time. She'll see me pulling out the scale and measuring like my rice or my potatoes or bacon or whatever it would be. Like even my hazelnut coffee creamer that I put in my coffee, I'm measuring that to the T. I'm being very, very precise. which for me is easy because I get obsessive with stuff like that. I get very meticulous, and I like to be very specific about those things. You know, if you tell me this is my minimum, don't go over this, I'm gonna max that out. I'm gonna eat every calorie down to it's gonna say 0 on MyFitnessPal every single time, because I'm measuring it out, and it's the most accurate I can be by measuring it out. But that's kind of an update. If anybody has any suggestions on workouts, I'm always looking for new workouts. Currently, I've set up a gym in my garage. It's kind of a sad gym. It's just got some dumbbells. I've got some resistance bands. I built myself a box. It's 20 inches on one side, 24 inches on the other, and then it's 28 inches on the other. And I do like step ups, I do like box jumps, I do different stuff on it. And I built myself a pull-up bar, which I cannot do a pull-up. But with the resistance bands, I'm trying to build that up. I'm trying to do a lot of hanging. One thing that I had learned on the Joe Rogan podcast for like posture and shoulder muscles and that kind of thing, that just hanging just for a little while every single day really improves your back muscles and will help with your posture. So I've been really working on that. And then my grip strength, that's something too I've been working on, because I am still pretty heavy. I'm 200 pounds, 0.8, but I hang and I'm still really heavy, so it takes a lot out of me to hold myself even for the short time that I am doing, which currently I'm just hanging for like 45 seconds twice. And then I'll strap up all of the resistance bands, and I'll do as many underhand, like a regular traditional pull-up. I'll do as many of those as I can twice. And usually it's only about 5 with the resistance band, which I think is pretty good. I wasn't able to do any even with the resistance band, and I only have the really weak resistance band. I think it doesn't take too much weight off of my total, maybe 20 pounds, something like that. But I can do 5 with that. So I think I'm really close to being able to do at least 1 on my own, and I probably could do 1 on my own. I just haven't tried. Maybe I'll do that tonight. I'll give you an update. I'll let you know if I can do 1. But yeah, I kind of went on a rant. I ramble. That's what I do. I will be updating maybe once a week with a weigh-in, as well as an update on my workouts. Any other things that I think of, just daily rambles that I can even consider throwing in a video, I definitely will do that. If you have any questions for me, please leave the comments down below. Like this video. I'm going to be a tiny YouTuber, and I'm okay with that. You got to start somewhere, and this is me starting. All right, y'all take care.